Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks of all ages, FreakNet Studio proudly brings to you, it is the greatest tag team in podcast history! The original Freak Travesty, Mr. 33% Dizzle J. This is Just Freaking Wrestling! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time to get stepped in the ring with the greatest tag team in podcast history. Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW podcast, hosted by Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
Guys, I am so fucking tired.
I mean...
So beat.
You, fell into the door tonight.
I did. I just collapsed from exhaustion. But you know what? Doing the podcast, I feel, revived.
Yeah, you didn't even have any problems. I was already sitting in your house.
I'm ready to fucking go.
Ready to go?
I'm go. We don't have a lot to talk about, but we do have something to talk about.
We always have something.
There's always something. We got to talk about the Hell in a Cell results. Right? You're just mad because I officially took the crown as PPV Champ of 2019.
I guess.
It's not a guess. It's a fact now. You lost.
I did lose.
You lost. But you know what? You got to blame WWE because they just dropped 4 additional matches last minute for the card.
Out of nowhere.
Dumb.
Overall,
pay-per-view is dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to dive into that, go over the results of the week of wrestling as far as WWE Smackdown, Raw, NXT, and AEW. We got to go over the Freaking Five.
The Freaking Five.
Which I like this week's Freaking Five.
I'm sure you do.
I didn't like the responses we got because there were so little.
But I put it out a little late.
You did. But still not on you. Well, yeah, it's on you.
Yeah,
that's definitely on you.
It's on me.
God, it's so on you.
At least we got Sarge.
Mm-hmm.
Sarge comes through.
That's true. Real quick, before we dive into Freaking Five, I just want to let everyone know that the podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. If you're just like me and you're a huge fan of history and stories, you're just not a big fan of reading them yourselves, Audible.com is the best place for you. It's over 1,000 titles to choose from. You need to check it out. Plus, if you go to audibletrial.com/freaknet right now, because of us, you get a 30-day free trial of Audible. On top of that, you get a credit for your first book for free during your 30-day free trial. Check out audibletrial.com/freaknet today.
Nice.
Yeah, we gotta really plug that shit.
Yeah.
Need to.
I try to push it off on everybody.
Right. So much to plug.
I used to push other things back in the day. This is a lot harder.
This is so much harder.
Yeah.
Right? I get it. Jay, let's do Freaking Five.
Freaking Five. So with all the rumors surrounding Edge possible return.
Absolutely.
So we went ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you like to see Edge fight?
Yeah, top five. Top five. Absolutely.
We're going to the Facebook fam.
Yeah. Facebook.
Sarge, Orton, Fiend, Miz, Ricochet, Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
That's not a bad list. That's pretty good.
For those of you who don't know who Sarge is, he is a host of The Gray Area, one of the podcasts that is currently part of FreakNet Studios.
FreakNet
Studios.
That's decent. That's decent.
It's a good list. I mean, there's so many options to choose from when it comes to competitors, currently, that, he's never, really stepped in the ring with. So it'll give you a different variety of match you've never seen him compete in. So
I went a little bit of a different way with mine. But
okay.
what did you have from the Real Wrestling?
Ryan went with Aleister Black, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, and Andrade. And Ethan went with AJ Styles, Rollins, Roman Reigns, Triple H, and Kevin Owens.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What'd you have?
I had AJ Styles, Buddy Murphy, Hangman Page, Jericho, and Daniel Bryan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Page.
I think Hangman Page would... I try to find those guys who... Not really high flyers, more grounded.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of obviously AJ and Buddy Murphy being part of the Cruiserweight division, but I wanted to find somebody that could kind of match Edge, but also at the same time give you a match that's not so aerial and stuff like that.
Well, Edge had that ability to do both too.
Yeah,
to a degree.
Yeah, Jericho I think would be a cool one if it was an AEW like title thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean they do have their history, and obviously both being Canadian and shit like that, I think it would get a good pop from fucking Canada.
Who still won't download our show?
Fucking Canada.
So mine was Styles.
Yep.
Brian Cage.
Yeah.
Omega. Adam Cole. And for a little retro, John Cena.
John Cena.
Him and Cena always put on a good match.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Plus their go between.
Mm-hmm.
Their everything leading up to their matches is always great. I enjoyed.
Yeah. That's a good list. I mean, they're all good lists.
Yeah.
And AJ showed up a lot because AJ is the best wrestler in the biz
today.
Always. We're going to find out, actually, if he is the best wrestler in the business today when we do our top 100.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited for it.
I know.
I think we mentioned it last week on what our plan is, but the last 5 episodes of the season is going to be pretty busy for us. We're going to do at least 25 for the first 4 of the last 5, and then our last one's obviously our awards ceremony show. So I'm really excited. The Freakies, yeah. So December is going to be action-packed, full of choices and decisions we're going to have to make to decide who is truly the best. We're going to have to get started on that soon, because there's a lot of actually making the list and then debating the ranking system of it.
So this is something we're going to do together and not...
Yeah, mutually. Yeah, we're not going to have our own list. We're going to collectively decide who is the top 100 stars, and it's going to be ranked. It's not like the freaking 5 where it's just listed. It is actually ranked.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be so much fun.
I realize that on a normal week when I get to watch all the wrestling, I probably watch about 20 hours of wrestling a week.
Well, Jay, I mentioned to you that I was busy throughout the week, so I definitely dropped the ball on the results of this week's wrestling. But you're able to help me out with that.
Yeah, and, I did. And I was able to do so.
Yeah. So if you could, I pulled the NXT results, but you do have the results of everything else. So if you wanted to kind of
So Raw, it started out with Rusev and getting beat down kind of by Orton and Lashley. Mm-hmm. Well, that wasn't Lashley. It was Corbin. I think. I don't fucking know. It was stupid. But then something happened. Rusev snapped and just kicked everybody's ass. That was awesome. The best match of the Raw night, though, was the last woman standing match between Lacey Evans and Natalya, with Natalya coming up with the victory. I don't know if you watched this match at all, but if you're going to watch anything off this show, that's the match.
The goal is to watch. I'm going to catch up on everything tomorrow when I wake up. I just did not have a chance to catch up on any wrestling this week other than some highlights from AEW.
You had Rude and Ziggler taking on the Viking Raiders.
How do you feel with the Rude Ziggler tag team?
I think they work. Yeah. I think they mesh. But the Raiders won. Mm-hmm. So they get a title shot next week. Aleister Black cuts his promo about wanting someone to knock at his door. He ends up fighting the Singh brothers, who kind of have been repackaged.
Okay.
They're a little more colorful now. Black whoops the shit out of both of them. I mean, whoops the shit out of both of them. Ends up taking the win. The OC versus the Lucha House Party. OC wins. Styles actually gives one of the Lucha House parties the Styles Clash from the second rope. Flair and Lynch take on the Kabuki Warriors. The Kabuki Warriors win by some misting. Ricochet versus Cruz. Ricochet gets victory. I didn't watch this match, so I don't know. I'm sure it was a great match.
Yeah.
And at the end, the final segment was Strowman and that Fury guy being torn apart, trying to fight each other. I don't know. I just think it's stupid.
I'm surprised they rolled that over into Raw. I thought that was just like a Fox thing.
No, I mean, I saved some other stuff too that we're gonna go over when we talk SmackDown, because that's when the whole draft started. So I'm gonna go into AEW, which I missed this first match. It was the Young Bucks versus Private Party.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much think Street Profits, but AEW.
Yeah. Surprising match.
Yeah.
The ending, yeah. We're going. No, I'm not gonna take anything.
No, hey, man, the Private Party ended up winning.
Yeah.
Like I said, I did not get to see the match, so I couldn't even tell you what happened in it. But the Bucks, I know, put on a great show. Private Party, I haven't really seen anything of. So Jericho introduces his staple, the Inner Circle.
The Inner Circle.
I love that name.
It seems like a hodgepodge of random people.
But I think that's what a great stable has, though.
Yeah.
Because you have your heavyweight and Jack Hager, who just stared at that camera blankly the whole time, looks like a fucking psycho.
I liked the moment, like, when everyone kept chanting "We the People" and Jericho said it was poor writing by poor writers and shit like that.
It was bad creative by bad people.
Yeah.
It never got over, and it was stupid. And I was like, it was totally over.
It got over.
Yeah. The number one contenders match, Darby Allin versus Jimmy Havoc. This was match of the night for me. So much so that it may be pick of the week this week.
Mm-hmm.
Darby Allin ended up winning. If you've never seen either one of these guys going at it, Allin is just ridiculous. And the same with Havoc. I mean, Darby Allin's finishing move is called a coffin fall or something like that. So he just pictured Kofi's trust fall.
Yeah.
But dude jumps up, crosses his arms, and just falls on you. It's ridiculous. There was a women's tag team match. Riho, the women's champion, Britt Baker versus Ima Sakura and Mia Presley. Again, I didn't catch too much of this match, but Rio and Britt Baker end up winning. I guess Britt Baker and Priestley have a feud going on at the moment. And then we have John Moxley, the Mox, versus Sean Spears, or whatever the fuck you call it.
How do you feel about him being brought out with Tully Blanchard?
I think it works.
Yeah.
I think it's nice to see him aggressive and not the perfect 10.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite moments in the match is
when he did it, and then Moxley grabs him and just delivers this wicked headbutt. Oh my god. Mox ends up winning, hits, is it called Dirty Deeds still? I don't think it's called Dirty Deeds anymore. No, I don't think they really named it yet, did they?
But it's a little more vicious now.
Yeah.
Omega comes out at the end of the match with a barbed wire bat and a barbed wire broom. So Mox walks up. Omega throws him the bat. He's got the broom. Looks like they're gonna go at it. All of a sudden, Pac comes out from behind and just nails Omega in the back of the head with a chair. And I mean, it was like a nasty shot.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird because I think we talked about it last week. Cody and Brandy were actually on, I'm not sure if it was a podcast or a live stream radio show, where they talked about after that chair shot he took from Spears that they're going to refrain from doing any further chair shots. But I think I saw at least 2, possibly 3 headshots with chairs.
And I mean, it was I almost thought maybe it caught a little too much. Mm-hmm. And then Mox just throws the bat down and walks away like he don't give a fuck.
No fucks given.
No fucks given.
No fucks given.
And then the main event was Dustin Reynolds, I guess.
I think he's called Dustin Rhodes.
Is he called Dustin Rhodes? I thought they couldn't use the Rhodes name.
I don't know.
And Hangman Page versus Jericho and Guevara. Jericho Guevara ended up picking up the win.
How do you feel about Jericho's finisher? That's that fucking little spinning elbow.
The Judas kiss or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice that he's using something different. I think at his age, using the Lion Saw might be a little too much on him. The Walls of Jericho is a little overplayed. So he needed something.
Overplayed? We've been watching the Pedigree for almost 30 fucking years.
I don't like the Pedigree either. I'm not a big.
I
like the way Rollins hits the Pedigree.
Same thing.
No,
it's the same.
It's a little different.
I don't fucking know. I can't argue wearing fucking glasses, man. I can't do it.
You want to do SmackDown first? You want to do NXT?
I can do NXT.
Okay.
Let me pull it up here real quick. Da, 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 da. Where the fuck is it? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There we go. Leo Rush was crowned the new Cruiserweight champion when he beat Drew Gulak via pinfall.
That was a great match.
I want to go see it. I'm excited to spend pretty much a majority of tomorrow watching wrestling and sleeping. That's my day tomorrow.
You're going to enjoy it. You're going to have a good day.
Probably going to order a pizza.
Well, yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm ordering a pizza.
Tony's.
Forgotten Sons defeated Breezango via pinfall, and I'm really excited about the Forgotten Sons tag team.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. Like, even though like I'm not like I don't own a motorcycle and shit like that. I'm not a biker in any way. I've always been a huge fan of biker themed like factions. Like what was the faction in WWE back in the day?
Oh shit.
It's like it was a DOA?
I think it was DOA.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, DOA. So I really like them, and I mean even Aces and Eights and TNA, if it was used right, would have been like a lot cooler.
Yeah. And
I think, maybe Forgotten Sons aren't considered biker, but to me they seem like they are.
Yeah, they seem like they would be.
Yeah. Cameron Grimes defeated Boa via pinfall after Killian Dane attacked.
Killian Dane didn't come out until afterwards.
I don't know. He says Cameron Grimes defeated Boa via pinfall as Killian Dane attacked. So who knows? I didn't see it yet, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
No spoilers.
Too late.
We're reading the spoilers.
Is it too late to say I'm sorry? Fucking Bieber. Roderick Strong defeated Isaiah Swerve Scott via submission, which I never really saw like Roderick being like a submission guy.
I think he's like an all-around technical guy.
Yeah. Bianca Belair defeated Dakota Kai via pinfall, and then Walter defeated Kushida via pinfall, which Imperium is also one of my favorite tag teams currently. NXT is my favorite tag teams.
Yeah.
Factions, I guess.
Well, they actually have factions.
It'd be cool to see Imperium take on the Forgotten Sons.
I think they might build up to Imperium versus Undisputed Era.
There'll be one guy short.
Who?
Does Imperium have 4 or 5 guys?
They have 4.
They do have 4. I think they're too big for Undisputed Era. Well, I don't know. In November, War Games is coming back. So I'm excited to see who's going to be in that. Because what they've been doing, it's been 3 teams, right? Yeah. It hasn't been 2 teams. It hasn't been 2 4 on 4. It's been like 2 on 2 on 2. Or
I think it was 3 on 3 on 3.
Has it been?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're right.
I think it was 3 on 3 on 3.
Well, I'm trying to remember because I think that War Games because the last 2 they did. They only done 2. I'm trying to remember if they've been different. The first one I know it was like Sanity, Undisputed Era, and then AOP with Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
But this past one, was it just a 2-man or 4-man tag team where it was Undisputed Era versus like Pete Dunne? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
I can look it up. That was the last match. If you want to do
So we'll dive into SmackDown.
Yeah.
So SmackDown on Fox, second week in a row. To open up the show is going to be Reigns versus Rollins for the first draft pick. So I guess the match is going great. Again, we were at work all night. I have not seen it yet.
Yeah.
The Fiend comes out, attacks Rollins, pulls him under the ring. Rollins wins by disqualification. Raw gets first pick. Let me see who they got. So the results, the first 5 draft picks are Lynch to Raw, Reigns to SmackDown, which he was already on SmackDown, right?
Who?
Reigns.
Reigns on SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah. The OC to Raw, Wyatt to SmackDown, and Drew McIntyre to Raw. It got a grade B by Bleacher Report. Next up was Corbin versus Gable. And they're just killing this whole rivalry.
So the first one was AOP and Roderick Strong versus Sanity versus Undisputed Era.
Okay.
Last year's, it was Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and War Raiders taking on the Undisputed Era. So last year was a 4-on-4. The year before was a 3-on-3-on-3. So I'm excited to see what this one's going to be like. Because we may see Imperium taking on Undisputed Era.
So the second round of the draft went through.
You're fine. No sell that. Whatever.
I'm going to feed that shit.
What a dick.
Dick move. Randy Orton goes to Raw. Banks goes to SmackDown.
Why? Bless you.
Oh, shit.
Bless you.
Oh, God.
So gross.
Yeah, it's super gross.
Are you fucking holding it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right, keep going.
Now that I'm not a hot mess.
God damn
it. Ricochet to Raw.
I just want to say, I love the fact that you sneezed all over your fucking hands and you're just going to go back to fucking recording as you sit there with it.
Hey, I wasn't going to stop. I was on a roll.
Right. You are committed as fuck.
Yeah.
Unlike Gene, who is lack commitment.
Oh, very.
He lack. You know, I still have yet to hear anything from him.
Really?
After all the shit I said last week. Not one fucking thing said.
I think he's a pretend listener.
God, that fucking gerbil.
Strowman goes to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Lashley goes to Raw, which I think he was already on Raw.
Yeah.
Lesnar and Cain Velasquez speak on their crown jewel match.
You know, I'm kind of curious on like who's actually doing these draftings.
I don't know.
There's no GMs anymore.
No.
There's no chairmen. Or was it fucking whatever the hell Stephanie and Shane were.
They probably shoot dice and back and decide.
Right.
So the Brock Lesnar and Kane thing got a D+ rating.
I believe it. Well, you got fucking like 2 fucking MMA fighters that are now going to face each other for the WWE Championship in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. But the shit thing of it is they had Rey Mysterio talk for Kane. Is what I'm reading.
Does he not speak English?
No, he speaks perfect English.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know, dude.
The New Day took on the OC.
Okay.
The New Day ended up winning. They really are burying the OC, aren't they?
They always do. Every time they get together and you think something's going to happen, they just fucking shove them down.
So, in the main event of the night, let me see, there was no more mention. Okay. And this is what I was telling you earlier about WWE being up to their stupid shit again.
Yeah.
Champion Charlotte Flair takes on Bayley. Bayley sheds her hug life.
Oh, no
Fully.
hug life? No hug life?
Fully, I guess she comes out with a whole new look and everything. So I won't tell you what she looks like because I want you to see it. I haven't seen it yet. Bayley defeats Charlotte, becomes the new SmackDown Women's Champion.
Okay.
It's, why? Why not just let her have it? Fucking Charlotte. But yeah, I don't know. If it wasn't for NXT, WWE has nothing right now.
Yeah, which is unfortunate that. Well, it's not unfortunate. I mean, it was bound to happen that AEW got more ratings than NXT for the second week in a row.
Yeah, but it was still down 28%.
Yeah.
But at the same time, then the baseball playoffs.
The playoffs, yeah. All right, let's talk about Honda Cell results here real quick. Again, we mentioned I did end up winning this pay-per-view, which means I officially am 2019
King of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But, I mean, granted, half these matches didn't exist when we recorded.
Right.
Natalya defeated Lacey Evans by submission. That was a pre-show match. Becky Lynch defeated Sasha Banks in a Hell in a Cell women's match by submission. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns defeated Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
That's how you won.
That's pretty much how I won, yeah. Yeah, because you picked Harper and Rowan. I picked Daniel and Roman. I mean, it's fucking Roman. It's obvious. Randy Orton defeated Ali. That wasn't mentioned before we did this. Kabuki Warriors defeated Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. That also wasn't mentioned. Viking Raiders and Braun Strowman defeated the OC. Also wasn't mentioned when we did it. Chad Gable defeated King Corbin, which also wasn't mentioned. Charlotte Flair defeated Bayley, which we both picked Bayley. We also both picked Sasha. And then Seth Rollins and The Fiend, which everyone is blowing up about the fact that the Hell in a Cell ended in a DQ. Come to find out, it didn't end in a DQ.
It was a stoppage.
Yeah. Referee stoppage. Which makes more sense.
Yeah.
They probably should have announced that at the pay-per-view instead of just having everyone chant, refund, this sucks, AEW.
Yeah. Oh, no. They restart match.
Right?
It was a pretty good match.
Yeah. Following Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, actually The Fiend and Sasha both weren't clear to wrestle the following night.
Yeah.
So, all in all, it was a good week for wrestling. Regardless of how shitty Hell in a Cell ended, and regardless of how goofy Raw and SmackDown continued to be, still good wrestling. I'm still not completely sold on AEW. I'm still trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, just not completely sold.
I enjoy it. It's different. It's got a different feel to it.
Yeah.
So I'm having fun watching it. And especially seeing all this younger talent that I've never seen before, or only seen clips or glimpses of.
Yeah. Guys, a quick reminder, ARW is going to be at the Hammond Armory October 12th. It's a Saturday. It's going to be today, the day that this show is released. Make sure you go out, check it out. We went over the match card last week, so review the match card if you haven't. Follow them on Facebook, ARW Pro, on Facebook to check out the match card coming up. Again, tickets are just $10. Doors open at 6, bells at 7. Check it out. Ivan is putting the ARW title on the line against the Machine in what we are told is a 3 Stages of Hell match. Melanie Cruz is open challenge the entire roster for the Women's Championship. There's going to be I believe, a 6-man tag with Elite Pain taking on Mel's Most Wanted and somebody else, but I can't remember who it is.
Wasn't it a surprise?
Might be a surprise.
I think it was a surprise.
Yeah. So, a lot of shit going on. Hunter Payne is fucking wrestling, which doesn't fucking happen that often. So make sure you check it out.
Oh, wait.
What's up?
The SCW Heavyweight Champion, Hunter Payne.
Yeah, he was handed the title. Which is cool because Evan from SCW agreed with me that he was just handed the fucking title.
I saw that.
Right?
I think you outmaneuvered him.
I travestied him.
Yeah.
I travestied him. The fact that
teed him.
The fact that he doesn't believe he kisses Hunter's ass all the fucking time. And the fact that everything he said about how he's the champ we need and everything, which pretty much means he doesn't give a shit about Marche Rocket or Maverick Cage, who are also SCW champions. But he thinks the best champion they have is the one who got the title fucking handed to him. Cool. What's up?
That was a cool ending to an hour.
It was a good. I mean, SCW always puts on a good show, and I will never say anything different, regardless of how I feel about how everything's ran there, whether it been by Gene or by the leadership of Hip Pain or whatever fucking Keith is doing with himself. I'm just glad Joey Boom Boom's there to kind of give some kind of fucking structure. Speaking of independent wrestling, we talked about this a little bit before we started the show.
Yes.
But Tim Lyle,
the voice of wrestling,
right? No.
Yeah, isn't that Tim Lyle?
No. Tim Lyle's the owner.
Oh.
Get your head out of your ass.
Yeah.
Anyways, Tim Lyle, former owner of Powerhouse Wrestling, launched a new company known as Next Generation Pro Wrestling out of Streeter. He contacted us. He wants us back. Don't blame him whatsoever.
No, that's not at all.
So, his show is also October 12th out in Streeter. If you're in the area, make sure you check it out. We're going to go back to Tim Lyle's wrestling companies to check out. Probably do some on-location podcasting like we did before. Try out this Podbean live recording thing. I'm really excited. I'm. It's an honor that he reached out to us.
Yes.
It's a really cool thing.
Yes.
It shows that what we're doing is really working for us.
For the wrestling community.
Yeah. So, again, If you're in Indiana, check out ARW. If you're in Illinois, check out Next Generation Pro Wrestling.
Whichever one you're closest to, go.
Check it out, yeah. Which Street aren't that far from us. We're like an hour and a half from Street.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that. We did Pontiac, so.
I was like, Pontiac was what, like 2 hours?
No, God, not even that. It's like maybe an hour, if that. Street's a little bit farther. Well, it's worth the journey.
Journey?
It's not the what the fuck is it called? It's not the journey but the destination. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Who knows? You know what it is? It's tpublic.com, Jay.
That was a terrible segue.
You're a segue.
I walk.
Talk about tpublic.com, Jay.
It's where you get all the JFW swag you can get your hands on.
Yeah.
Shirts, mugs, buttons, magnets, laptop covers, phone covers, tapestries, posters, wall art.
And new
New?
magnets and pins.
I said magnets and pins.
Magnets and pins are new.
Magnets and pins.
Magnets and pins. Guys, we did mention to you that there is a logo change coming in season 2. It has been created. It has been developed. It's in the works to launch 2020. I'm excited for it. I'm actually debating on maybe releasing it for a week and giving people an opportunity to get the shirt ahead of time. I haven't really decided. It's a possibility. I'll see how I feel about it. But I'm really happy for the logo. It's something different. It's not a play off of a current wrestling logo of any kind. It is something completely different that we created on our own. So
it doesn't pay homage to any wrestling.
Yeah. So maybe I'll release this so you guys can see it. I've only shown 3 people this logo.
I've seen it.
So I'm really excited for it. But we'll see how that goes. So make sure to check out TeePublic, search JFW, check out the merchandise. We do got the Dizzle J Travesty 2020, Make Wrestling Great Again. The original JFW logo shirt. The Dizzle J Mrs. 33% shirt and stuff like that. Also launching soon is a FreakNet Studio shirt with our goofy logo emoji face, which I'm really excited for. So check that stuff out. Help out the podcast. Buy some shit. And also, you know what? Shout out to Becca and Brandy for being part of our Patreon. If you guys don't remember what Patreon is, because I don't think I really plugged it too much last week, Patreon is the best place for you guys to go to help support the podcast in as little or as much as possible. Patreon.com/JW Podcast. You check out all the tiers we have, anything from $1 to $15. It's there to not only help us, but to help you guys as well, because there's additional content and shout outs that are available at different tiers there that you guys just sign up for. Check it out. Again, patreon.com/JFW Podcast. A great way to help out the podcast, to help us grow and do a lot more wrestling stuff.
And you can be interactive with the shows.
Yeah. You could run one of the shows. It's called GM Mode.
GM mode.
Oh, GM mode. It's the thing that everyone wants back in SmackDown 2K that they won't bring back.
Oh, the video game?
Fuck yeah. Jay, what's your pick of the week?
Pick of the week?
Pick of the week, Jay.
Pick of the week.
Jay, pick of the week.
Darby Allin versus Jimmy Havoc from this past AEW show.
Okay.
Phenomenal. These 2 young guys is going at it.
Now he's the number 1 contender now.
Yeah. Darby Allin's the number 1 contender.
Awesome.
Faces Chris Jericho next week on AEW Dynamite.
That is awesome.
Check it out. It'll post tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe tonight when I get home, because Facebook no longer lets me schedule it.
Alright, Jay, ready for final freaking thought?
Let's do it.
Alright, Master P bought House of Glory Wrestling and says Vince from WWE should be worried.
What wrestling? Okay.
Yeah. WWE canceled Kevin Smith SmackDown appearance after he appeared on AEW.
I knew you were going to ask me about this. That's bullshit. That's low.
Mm-hmm.
You could have had one of the greatest directors of stoner movies ever.
Yep. Is Aleister Black worth pushing?
Yes.
What do you think of the Inner Circle faction?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Should EC3 consider going back to Impact Wrestling after his contract's up?
Yes.
Should WWE try to get Brian Cage?
Yes.
How do you feel about Asuka's missed?
The Miss is kind of overplayed to me, but if she can go full heel, then it would work a lot better.
How do you feel about what Jericho said about Dusty Rhodes?
I mean, I disagree, but it's a great way to catch heat with the Rhodes guys.
How do you feel about Bayley winning the title back? We did mention it.
I don't think she should have lost it in the first place, but it's good for her to have it.
Yeah.
Especially now with her character change.
Gotcha. All right, triple threat tag match. DWA, you have Lunatic and Lumberjack. Who do you put in the ARW team, and who do you put in the SCW team? Make a triple threat tag team match.
Ooh. ARW team probably would be Malibu's Most Wanted. Because they are tag team champions.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Lunatic and Braun have been tag team for a long time.
Yeah.
So you need that chemistry.
Machine and Holiday are in a faction or grouped together.
Are they?
Yeah, they're fucking managing that one cycle, whatever it's fucking called.
Oh, they got Hubset little kids?
Yeah.
Well, then I pick Holiday and Machine.
Okay.
Elite Pain?
Which ones?
Hunter and Maverick.
No? I see that. I think Hunter and Maverick actually tagged at that Bootleggers show last week.
Ooh.
I think they had a winners take alls match against Bulletproof.
Really?
I think so.
You know what? I did see that.
Yeah. I watched the videos from the show. It's a really good looking show. Dan Smith was there.
Yeah. I saw he likes our page.
Fuck yeah. We're friends now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. God bless. God bless you, Dan Smith, whoever
Still
you
don't know who the hell you are, but...
Yeah. Guys, make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Facebook is the best place to follow us and to check up on everything we're doing. Like the pick of the week, like the freaking 5, and when the show gets released, because the show is released every Saturday on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Podbean, and YouTube. If you follow us on iTunes, subscribe to us, give us a 5-star rating and a review. Subscribe at every one of those places I mentioned so you know when they're happening. Especially make sure you subscribe to YouTube because when videos come out, you want to be there when they do. Awesome videos, content starting up. That's going to be with me and, of course, Dizzle J from JFW. Me and Cartoon Joe from This Freaking Show. And, of course, Sarge from The Gray Area. All 5 of us are going to join together and start doing some video content for Freaknet Studios. That is launching here shortly. We have mentioned it multiple times on every single podcast, each podcast, as well as possibly bringing in another podcast. Because that's what Freaknet Studios is about. It's a community to bring together creators and stuff to do what they do best. So make sure you check out This Freaking Show. Make sure you check out The Gray Area. And just support Freaknet Studios in all aspects of what we do. That's all I got.
Time to read about this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Tristan.
I'm Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking with the JFW Podcast.
Peace.